will be back to play at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and they'll take on the loser of this game, as the winner will try to move on to take on the number 1 seed, De Smet. It's Lyman, the 5 seed, against the 4 seed from Viborg-Hurley. Raiders come into this one 19-4 on the season out of Region 7B. Their opponents, Viborg-Hurley, out of Region 4B, are 17-5 on the season. We'll take a closer look at how things have gone for each of these teams over the course of this season. But two teams that I think are very good offensively, can play some pretty good defense. I think for Lyman in particular, you just hope they get hot and stay hot if you're a Central South Dakota or a Lyman basketball fan. We'll see how it goes. We'll talk about it when we get into keys to success in just a little bit. But we'll take an opening 2-minute timeout, and our Becky Pottseva State Farm pregame show begins. It'll be brought to you by the Pottseva State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre. This is the State B, game number 2 on KPLO and DRGnews.com.
Dave always wore the same gray shirt to work every day. Monday through Friday, gray, gray, gray. Then one day, Dave decided to switch things up and wear that Hawaiian shirt his mother gave him. And that's when Wendy in accounting took notice. You can make a difference when you switch things up too. Switch and save an average of $536 by calling your local State Farm agent today.
Call the team at Pottseva State Farm at 224-4173 to learn more.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This broadcast of the Lyman Raiders is brought to you in part by Rumen Ag and Pioneer Seeds in Presho. Craig and Logan Rumen proudly support Lyman Raiders athletics and activities. Contact Rumen Ag today for all of your seed, chemical, and crop consulting needs. If you're looking to maximize your yields, Rumen Ag is your local Pioneer Seed dealer. Good luck, Raiders. From Craig and Logan Rumen of Rumen Ag Pioneer Seeds in Presho.
Kennebec Telephone Company Incorporated and their divisions, Charlie's Welding and Auto Repair, KTC Construction, PowerCom TCS, and Napa of Chamberlain proudly support all area youth in their activities. Kennebec Telephone has served the community since 1908. It provides the Lyman area with high-speed internet, local and long-distance telephone service, Real Choice TV, excavating, sprinkler systems, electrical work, computer repair, smart homes and farms, auto and welding repair, and Napa Auto Parts. Call Kennebec Telephone and find out what they can do for you.
Welcome back to the Becky Pottseva State Farm Insurance Agency pregame show from Pottseva State Farm in Pierre. Brian Oakland with play-by-play coming up as the Lyman Raiders battle the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. Lyman in the state tournament for the first time since 1996. And, boy, a lot of excitement going on in Presho, Kennebec, Vivian, Reliance, and all points throughout the county and along Interstate 90. But it's going to be interesting to see how they come up in here and respond, led by a guy who was in the state tournament, led his hometown team to a state championship in 1985, and Cooper Garnos. Still a lot of tradition, but they're going to be taking on a team in Viborg-Hurley who has been here a little more often, a little more recently. Viborg-Hurley has been right at home here in Aberdeen for the last 10 years. Not coming every year, but they've been here quite a number of times. In fact, falling short 3 straight state championships back in the early 2010s, twice, 2 of those 3 times in a row to White River. But should be a fun one coming up here. 4-5 games, the 4 versus 5 seeds usually are pretty good games. We expect hopefully a tight one, but I guess we'll find out how things go once this one plays out. We'll take a look at keys to success. We did have our sports director, David Burrell, got in touch with Coach Cooper Garnos in a little bit. We'll hear a little bit from that interview when we talk about keys to success momentarily. But again, our reminders about the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety stating, and always good to remember wherever you're heading in this spring driving season upcoming, make sure you buckle up every trip, every time across town or across the state. Buckle up from the South Dakota Office Office of Highway Safety. Coverage of this playoff game, this state tournament game, being authorized as well by the special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Let's talk keys to success. They're sponsored by May Adam Law Offices in Pierre for Viborg-Hurley. I think they'll look to push the issue. It's a very athletic team. They are a little bit shorthanded. One guy that a lot of people around South Dakota know about is Chase Mason, who is a three-sport stud athlete: football, basketball, baseball, actually going to be playing baseball at the next level, but he suffered an ACL injury back during football season and will not be playing in this tournament. So Viborg-Hurley's been doing a lot of things without really their best player in their system. So we'll again look at that, look at things from Viborg-Hurley's point of view in a little bit. But again, our fearless leader, David Burrell, caught up with Coach Cooper Garnos yesterday, and we've got keys to success that are brought to you by May Adam Law Firm in Pierre. Here's what the coach had to tell us.
Becky Pottsma, State Farm pregame. Lyman Raiders, the Viborg-Hurley Cougars this afternoon in Aberdeen. First round of the Class B state tournament, and this is our May Adam keys to success. I'm David Burrell. We'll get back to Brian Oakwood in just a bit. But for Lyman head coach Cooper Garnos and the folks in Presho and all around Lyman County, it's a big time to have a team in the state tournament for the first time since 1996.
It is really exciting around our communities of Lower Brule, Reliance, Kennebec, Presho, Vivian. So excited for the team, so excited for our community, the parents, all the little fans out there too. So it's a really neat time. The last week or so, everyone has just been so kind and generous and courteous to the team, to all the players, coaches, etc. It's really been a fun time, and we've kind of soaked it in after our win over Faith for a couple days, and then we've got back to business. But we're taking it one day at a time, enjoying one day at a time.
Well, about that game, not only with Faith, that was a hard-working kind of win, but you've had some of those kind of wins this season. I guess things like this never do come easily, but for your team, it seems like it has taken a lot of good effort to get some of these big victories late in the year.
It has certainly been a lot of ups and downs this year. We were struck by the COVID. A couple of our players, a player had mono, so the month of January, our whole team was quarantined for 10 days. So we got through those hurdles the last 6 weeks. For the relative most part, everyone has been healthy. I think we've hit our stride. I'm hoping we're peaking at the right time. And over the course of the season, we're currently 19-4, and we played a really good schedule, we thought, and had some good wins along the way, a couple times with Faith, with Chamberlain. We played other excellent teams such as White River, Bridgewater, Hanson. So we really thought that was the key, having a good schedule. Then the other part of it was just getting everybody healthy and getting everybody on the same page.
And good that it is, because I know that when you have everybody healthy, you like your depth, because you can go about 8 or 9 deep when a lot of teams in Class B can't. That's a nice advantage for you.
I think you really hit that on the head. We can go, I think, 8 or 9 deep. One of the things with some of the illnesses and some of the missed opportunities in games for some of our starters, we really have that next group of 4 or 5 guys get opportunities in game situation, practice situation. So we think in the long run that actually helps. When we got into the last 6 weeks and we got everybody back, we really had quality depth, whereas you mentioned we have 3 or 4 players that can come in and play quality minutes, and actually, several of those guys got good quality starts this year too. So in the big picture, where we're at right now, it's really been a plus for us, the depth, no doubt.
Interesting matchup for you in taking on Viborg-Hurley, a team that, you've got Toby, they've got Grady Sherman inside, who's putting up some terrific numbers for them. But, here's a team that has some depth themselves. What about the matchup with this team, and what about the challenges they present?
I think, like you said, it's really an interesting, intriguing matchup. They have quality athletes across the board. You'd mentioned the Sherman kid, there's Boomgarten, but there's 4 or 5 other kids that are really, really good athletes, strong, quick, physical. So it'll be interesting, if we compare them to us. And again, we've watched a lot of film now. We've seen them in person one time down at the Corn Palace. But with our team quickness and skill, it'll be interesting how it matches up with their physicality, athleticism. We're certainly not going to stop some of their players, but if we can minimize and maintain, those will be, games inside the games. And you, of course, mentioned Toby Est for us. That will really be a neat matchup too. Both guys are about the same height, same size. So that should really, really be interesting watching the game inside the game and how that plays out.
If this game is physical, and there's every reason to think it will be given how they play, and you've had your share of physical. I think of the White River game when I saw you play in person at Jones County. That got to be a fairly physical game. I'm sure you think that's something that your team can handle with no problem.
It's certainly one of those aspects when you look at the physicality of the game, how the games are officiated. We certainly think we can be physical. It's just part of the game today, too, with the kids. It seems like over the years they're bigger, faster, quicker, stronger. So that will be interesting, how we line up with Viborg-Hurley in that respect. But I think over the course of the year, the schedule that we played, again, I mentioned some of the teams. You had mentioned White River. We went back east and played a couple teams. We played Rapid City Christian. We played 5 or 6 A teams that were on our schedule. So hopefully over the course of the season, you get the opportunities to play those that are maybe more physical, that are deep, that can do, many, many different things, both offensively and defensively. And hopefully we're at the point where, we're ready for that challenge when we meet up with a state tournament team such as Viborg-Hurley.
Lyman Raiders head coach Cooper Garnos on our May Adam Law Firm Keys to Success. Our Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame continues. Back to Brian Oakland and Aberdeen in a moment. You're listening to Lyman Raiders State Tournament Basketball on 94.5 KPLO.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Welcome back to Aberdeen and our May Adam Keys to Success. You heard from Cooper Garnos, of course, with Lyman coming in here, and we look at some quick keys to success for Viborg-Hurley. This is a team that has, I mentioned earlier, they were out of Region 4B, actually out of Region 5B is where they call home. Viborg and Hurley in the southeastern part of the state, both cities off to the west of Interstate 29 down between south of Sioux Falls. But still, a real good combination, and they've been here a handful of times over the last 10 years. 5 losses on the season against 17 wins for Viborg-Hurley. They've spread their losses out, a couple of 2-game losing streaks, but here are the teams they've lost to. Early season, they lost to Class A number 1 Vermilion, 64-45. Then they lost to Class B number 1 DeSmet, only by 4 points, 58-44. At the end of the season, they lost to a very good Howard team by 11, and Madison as well, good Class A team by 5. Those are the last 2 games of the regular season. In the middle, however, they lost at the Hanson Classic to the Chamberlain Cubs. The score in that one, 67-64. Of course, that is one good common opponent you might take a look at. Lyman had a 1-point victory over Chamberlain late in the season. You probably heard that on KPLO here, but I tell you what, you look at common opponents, I think in basketball, a lot of times that can be a telltale sign. So maybe Lyman's got a pretty tight game coming up here. Viborg-Hurley, by the way, gets through the region, beating Irene Wakanda 64-31. Freeman Academy Marion 66-59 in the semifinal. And in the Sodak 16, well, the program says they beat Viborg-Hurley. Well, Viborg-Hurley did not beat Viborg-Hurley, but Viborg-Hurley, the 5 seed, did get a win over the 12 seed at the time, and I guess I'm not really sure without looking that up who that was, but Viborg-Hurley had the victory there. Lyman, by the way, out of Region 7B with region victories over turn the right page here. As we get set now, coming down to the final minute, we're going to have to get to starting lineups here, but Lyman had region wins over Phillip and Kadoka area. They did beat Faith in that Sodak 16. Let's move ahead, quickly give you the starting lineups in this one. Lyman will start with Colton Collins, a 6-foot sophomore, at a starting guard. He starts in place of Tyson Floyd, the 6-foot senior today. Colton will get the start along with Sam McClanahan, the 6'1 junior in the backcourt. Cruz Garnos, a third guard, 6'3", and a senior. Stockton McClanahan, the small forward, at 6'2", and a junior. Toby Estes is the junior in the middle in the post at 6'6" for the Raiders. With Collins, McClanahan, Garnos, and Estes, the starting 5 for Lyman. Head coaches Cooper Garnos, assisted by Sean McClanahan and Matt Collins. For their opponent, the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, they'll start with Carter Gust, a 6'2" senior at one guard. 6'1" junior is Hayden Gilbert as a second guard, and also the forwards Eli Boomgarten, and they've got some big guys up front. Eli Boomgarten is a 6'5" senior. He can play some guard, but listed more as a forward. Grant Mickelson is a 6'2" senior, and Grady Sherman, the one that David Burrell was talking about for Viborg-Hurley, is a 6'5" senior as well. Carter Gust, Hayden Gilbert, Eli Boomgarten, Grady Sherman, Grant Mickelson, the starting 5 for the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. Their head coach is Galen Schoenfeld, assisted by Mason Madsen and Corey Jacobson. Today's officials in this one are Law on the Court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Chad Gordon of Yankton, Paul Roselle of Aberdeen, and Brent Maresca out of Timber Lake officiating this contest today. They are the Law on the Court. Andy Deinert of Mitchell is their alternate, but Chad Gordon, Paul Roselle, Brent Maresca, today's game officials. Thanks to them for doing what they do in officiating high school sports. 2-minute timeout. We tip it off next. Lyman, Viborg-Hurley coming up next on KPLO.
With more and more people being at home, chances are you'll access a social media site to stay in touch with family and friends. Before you do this, please check your privacy settings to ensure you're being the safest you can be. For step-by-step instructions on how to check and change your privacy settings for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the like, go to consumer.sd.gov. With questions, contact South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986, or email consumerhelp@state.sd.gov.
Bush's Beard and Body LLC is located in the Halverson Oil C-Store off I-90 in Kennebec, South Dakota, offering all natural men's grooming and women's beauty products such as beard oil, balms and butters, wash and conditioner, body butters and skin creams, beauty serums, and much more. A healthier body and taking care of yourself equals a healthier mind and a better you. Stop in and see the Bushy family for all your skincare needs.
Local businesses are what shape a community, and BJ's Food Center in Kennebec takes pride in providing the Kennebec area everything you could want from a local grocery store. Fresh produce, hand-cut meats, snacks, and weekly specials throughout the store. Plus great customer service with a friendly staff to help you find whatever you're looking for. Everybody at BJ's Food Center wishes the Lyman Raiders best of luck in their competition and supports the Raiders in all of their school activities and
Podcast. Dakota Land Birdseed is a locally owned business producing a South Dakota product direct from our own land. Dakota Land Birdseed is currently buying sunflowers and millet from area producers. Call them to find out more at 683-4175. Proud of the successes and hard work Lyman Raiders athletes show in and out of school activities. Dakota Land Birdseed is behind you. Good luck, Raiders.
Welcome back once again to Northern State University's Barnett Center. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. We're underway, and Viborg-Hurley controls the opening tip. And the first shot of the game up top is a three-pointer, good for Grant Mickelson. And Viborg-Hurley will strike first. The opening tip sponsored by Riverview Chevrolet and Buick in Oklahoma. Along Interstate 90, come in for an oil change or major service or to take a test drive. They'll pay top dollar for good quality trade-ins, treating you like family. Learn more at riverviewfamily.com. First opportunity underneath to Toby Estes, but a bunny missed on the right side. In and out, no good, and Lyman will lose it out of bounds. So Viborg-Hurley will take it on their second possession. With John Neff in studio at Dakota DRG Media Group's World Headquarters, as Aaron Boyle would say. I'm Brian Oakland. Slicing and dicing, Hayden Gilbert tries an acrobatic layup up underneath, no good. Now transition bucket, good for the Lyman Raiders, and Stockton McClanahan with the finish. Gets the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. He'll try to tie this one up early with the first minute and a little bit extra gone by. Check the foul here in a moment. It will go on Eli Baumgarten. By the way, mentioned in the starting lineups, the official starting lineups that were given to us had Colton Collins starting, Tyson Floyd not. But Tyson Floyd was announced as a starter, and he is out there for Lyman. Free throw missed. It'll stay 3-2. Here's Carter Gust for Viborg-Hurley in the lane. Up, no good. Offensive rebound. The putback, no good for Grady Sherman, but he is fouled on a push from behind, and he will go to the free throw line to shoot two. The first Lyman foul here. And that'll be whistled on Toby Estes. It'll be a big matchup to watch. Estes at 6'6", Sherman 6'5". Grady's got the first one to go, looking for another. 4-2, the early lead for the Cougars. Two teams with red and black and white color schemes, but Viborg-Hurley is color schemed in home white. Actually, it's more of an orange of the Hurley Bulldogs. Is Estes challenging Sherman. Sherman, by the way, got the second free throw. Toby's shot blocked here. And up ahead, well, Gilbert tried to get another layup, but he hits the underside of the rim, and McClanahan is there for the rebound, and then a foul will be called. He might have gotten slapped as somebody flew right by. Sherman called for his first personal. So 2 fouls for the Cougars. What used to be the Hurley Bulldogs, who were state champions here in Aberdeen in 2007, and the Viborg Vikings. Now is a consolidation. Viborg-Hurley. Lyman in road black with the red numbers, white trim, stepping out, corner 3. Nope, that's a long 2 for Toby Estes. Sweet stroke, but it's in and out, no good. Now up ahead, Sherman has the favor returned as Estes blocks him this time, but it's saved into the hands of one of the Cougars. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound is there, but trying to get it back inside, it's tipped and taken away. Lyman's got a 2-on-1. Stockton McClanahan up ahead is called. Will be drawing a foul, and Hayden Gilbert on a block will send McClanahan to the free throw line. Good defensive effort there by Toby Estes, who had one of his shots blocked by Grady Sherman. He returned the favor. Sherman was denied as well. And now as Gilbert picks up his first personal, McClanahan missed a free throw a moment ago, gets this one here. And it's 5-3, Viborg-Hurley. 5:45 to go, quarter number 1. Another one coming here for Stockton. Good rotation, but in and out, no good. The rebound pulled down by Eli Baumgarten. He'll bring it right to left across the timeline. So Viborg-Hurley, home white, black numbers, kind of a red-orange trim. Tip pass picked off here by Sam McClanahan. He'll pull up. He wants 3, and it's good. Sammy right in front of us here gives Lyman their first lead of the afternoon. 6-5. Winner of this one plays number 1 De Smet in the semifinals tomorrow. The loser will play Lower Brule in the consolation bracket, 12 o'clock noon tomorrow as well. Another tip dribble knocked away from Gilbert, but Viborg-Hurley still with it. Carter Gus looking for 3 on the left wing. That rims in and out, no good. Estes down with the rebound. Lyman looking for more. McClanahan stop and go, and Mickelson has to wrap him up as he tries to go right around him. was a good foul there for Grant, whether it's Mickelson or Michelson, I'm not sure, but 6-5, Lyman has the lead. Our first play stoppage under 5 minutes left in the quarter leads to a media timeout. Timeouts in our broadcast from Jet Lanes in Presho, downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot so far. Having a good time here in Aberdeen. Lyman has it when we return in 60 seconds. More from the State B on KPLO.
The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank is proud to support our young athletes in tonight's game. This time of year isn't just busy for them, but moms and dads and other sports fans as well. So when you're on the go, Dakota Prairie Bank provides services that make banking simpler for you, like their online banking. It's quick and convenient, and a big help during this busy time of year. Good luck to all the participants from your fans at Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre with branches in Presho, Draper, and White River. Member FDIC.
Dakota Prairie Bank.
The expansion at the Coffee Cup in Vivian is nearing completion. With the addition of Caribou Coffee and Heidi's Brooklyn Deli, there are employment opportunities on a part-time and full-time basis open throughout the store. Full-time employees are offered health, vision, and dental insurance, PTO, and annual bonuses. For more info, go to coffeecupfuelstops.com. That's coffeecupfuelstops.com. Everyone at the Coffee Cup wishes the Lyman Raiders continued success at the state basketball tournament.
Welcome back. 3 minutes gone by here. Quarter number 1, 6-5. Lyman with the lead. Lyman looking for three, and the kick out from Estes. And a three ball reined in by Cruz Garnas. So the Raiders are 2 for 2 from long range. They lead 9-5, and they've scored the last 7 points in this first quarter. Viborg-Hurley had a 5-2 advantage early on. Here's Sherman inside. Cougars working around the perimeter, go to their inside guy. Now the kick out. Michelson wants three. That's no good. Estes didn't grab the rebound, just wanted to tip it, but Tyson Floyd goes to get it. Now the Raiders up the floor. Pull up, shot here, off the mark, maybe forced a little bit. The miss for Sam McClanahan. VH has the rebound, and Lyman called for a foul. This will go on Garnas, his first. Team foul number 2 for Lyman. 9-5 our score. First Cougar substitutions coming in. Angel Johnson, a 5'10 senior, on for the first time. Calvin Rasmussen, a 6-foot senior as well, taking the place of Carter Gus. Johnson will bring the ball up the floor. This kid is a dynamic running back on the football field. He's going to SDSU next year. We'll see what he's got on the basketball court as well. He's got it now. Quick swing over. Now back up top. Viborg-Hurley looking for the leaner inside. Strong off the glass, no good. Sherman had the rebound off of the miss of Eli Boomgarten, and Sherman puts the bunny back home to make it a 2-point ball game. 9-7. Sam McClanahan across the timeline over to Stockton. He'll set it up on the top of the key. Stockton given space up top. The long two shot no good. It came up short. Johnson down with the rebound. And he'll give to Boomgarten down to the baseline. It goes to Michelson, backing his way in, shot up short. And we'll have a held ball on the rebound. Both teams involved. It'll be Lyman with the advantage on the arrow. And it'll be Lyman basketball. And again, post-up move there, trying to back in for Viborg-Hurley. They just didn't get enough oomph on the shot. The Raiders still lead by 2. Here's Garnas. In play, Sam McClanahan splitting defenders, wrapped around and a putback into the hands of Estes, but now we'll have another jump ball. I thought Sam was going to go for the layup there, but was thinking unselfishly, and Estes got wrapped up. That pass just turned out to be a little too iffy and gave Viborg-Hurley an opportunity to get a handle on it. Turns into a turnover for the Raiders. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's Johnson going the distance, pushed from behind. And he ends up on the floor. He'll end up at the free throw line now that he's picked himself back up. And the Raiders guilty of team foul number 3. Tyson Floyd, I believe it will be, for the personal. Johnson, first free throws of the day for the Cougars rather. Shot up first time, no good. I take that back. They got 2 for 2 from Grady Sherman a little while ago too. 2:54 left, quarter number 1. Should mention before we get too late, we're driven by the Office of Highway Safety, who says if you drink, don't drive. Johnson got the second free throw, but you're listening to coverage of the State B basketball tournament and the Lyman Raiders on 94.5 KPLO FM, 100.5 Pier Ford Pier, a member of DRG Media Group, online on the KPLO page of drgnews.com and on the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. A miss on the Lyman end for Sam McClanahan, a turnover through the hands of a intended recipient on the baseline, out of bounds for Viborg-Hurley. Lyman will make their first substitutions. Cooper Garnos about 5 feet off the floor out of that coaching box. Cooper checking back in. Colton Collins on for the first time here for the Raiders as well. Stockton McClanahan up top, looking for motion away from the basketball. Here's Declan Cleveland, the 6'1 senior in. Now McClanahan out to Garnos, drives into traffic, got his shot blocked, but Estes has it. Toby with the turnaround from the baseline, shot will not go. Toby 0 for 4 for starters in this game. Rebound is down to Sherman, and Viborg-Hurley within one, looking to reclaim the lead at 9-8. Lyman up by 1. Sherman turnaround, in and out, no good, but a foul is called, and this could be Toby Estes picking up his second personal, and it is within the bonds of the first quarter of play. Team foul number 4 now. Sherman, who had 2 for 2 a moment ago, will go to the line once again. First one here off the front of the rim. No good. And we've got traffic in and out. Subs in and out. We'll try to catch up. Eli Baumgarten back in. Carter Gust, starting guard as well for Viborg-Hurley. Sherman hits the second free throw, 3 out of 4. He's got 5 points. Actually shoots more from the side of his head and from the shoulder rather than from straight on. Minute and a half to go, quarter number 1. We are tied, 9-9. Give and go, shot up. Colton Collins, no good. I think he dribbled and really didn't have to. If he'd have just turned around, put it up, might have had the shot off the window opportunity, but this one, he didn't use the glass. Now a crossover for Johnson. Floyd picks his pocket. We'll have a jump ball. It'll be Lyman basketball. Angel Johnson tried to cross over against Tyson Floyd. Tyson had the quick hands, knocked the basketball loose. Dives to it, actually got there first, but then was wrapped up. And the Raiders will take it over once again. 9-9. Lyman had a little 7-point flurry a little bit ago, but they have not scored in a couple of minutes now. Take the lead once again with any kind of output. Sam McClanahan directing traffic, stops in the half circle, nowhere to go. He will find a mate on the wing as a three-pointer in the corner up, no good. The miss for Declan Cleveland, and Lyman guilty of a rebounding foul on the backside. And again, it's Grady Sherman pulling it down. Colton Collins, the 6-foot junior, with his first personal. 52 seconds to play. First game, we saw two teams that don't go more than 7 deep. We did not have a lot of substitutions, but in this one so far, another 3-for-3 swap. Grady Sherman will get a break for the rest of this first quarter. Hayden Gilbert back on. He'll run the show along with Carter Gust. Here is Baumgarten. Blake Schroedermeyer, a 6'2 junior, in for the first time for the Cougars as well. Gust has it, top of the key. Tries to back his way in. Lyman knocks the ball loose again. Collins has it on the floor, and Cooper Garnos is right there next to Paul Rozelle asking for a timeout. And they'll get a 30 out of it, so a takeaway for the Raiders, and they've got 27 seconds to try to close out with something positive here in the first quarter. Downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot, Jet Lane's giving us this timeout. We're back in 30. It's 9-9. Lyman with the ball coming back on KPLO.
Lucky Levels are back in March at the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule. Level up 4 times every Wednesday from 2 to 10 p.m. and receive $120 in free play. Enjoy a 10-ounce mouth-watering prime rib in the restaurant for only $15. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and check out the promotions calendar and safety precautions at thegoldenbuffalocasino.com. Open daily from 10 a.m. to midnight. Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino, where we can't wait to see you.
Back at the State B scoring update, a three-pointer at the buzzer gave number 8 seed Del Rapids a 53-52 win over the top seed, previously unbeaten Vermilion Tanagers in the Class A tournament. So it's Del Rapids moving on into the semifinals, and a surprise brewing at the end of 3. Well, it was a surprise. Aberdeen Central was leading Sioux Falls, Washington, but now top seed Washington with a 44-35 lead at the end of 3 out in Rapid City. That's their first game of the day in the AA. Down to 7 seconds we go here. Lyman losing the basketball out of bounds in front of the Viborg-Hurley bench. We stay tied at 9-9. Cougars will try to get the final shot off. Hayden Gilbert, the floater at the free throw line is good. Tough shot, but Viborg-Hurley will take the lead to the second quarter as they lead the Lyman Raiders by the score of 11-9. Scoreboard is brought to you by Darren Boyle Sales in Fort Pierre on Sale Barn Road, with the lot full of farm machinery for you to look at. And then you can shop online too, DarrenBoyleSales.com. Back in 60 seconds, quarter number 2, coming from the State B on KPLO.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Imagine what it would look like if we didn't have companies to haul away our unwanted things. Just take a second to think about it. Not pretty, is it? Fiery Brothers in Chamberlain can and does clean up that picture. They're here to help with all of your disposal needs, whether it's weekly pickup of household trash or you have a special project that needs a large container. Fiery Brothers will help you with whatever you need done. Give them a call at 234-5771. Fiery Brothers in Chamberlain. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call them today.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. Welcome to quarter number 2. Viborg-Hurley with a quick fire 3 on their first possession. Grant Mickelson will put his second one down, and Viborg-Hurley has countered a 7-point run in the first quarter by the Lyman Raiders with a 9-point rally of their own. Stockton McClanahan tried to pass, but it was knocked away. He is able to run it down and maintain the possession. Raiders looking to get some offense going here. Scoreless for the last 2 or 3 minutes in that first period. Still scoreless here as a left elbow jumper, no good for Colton Collins. Eli Baumgarten with the rebound. Here comes Hayden Gilbert in the lane, and a blocking foul going to be called on Stockton McClanahan, who ended up on the floor. Gilbert got the pass inside, and he pivoted and spun. Put McClanahan under the floor, but apparently Stockton got there just a little bit late. He will pick up his first personal foul, 6th as a team for Lyman. So an underneath throw in coming, but that's the last one to give. Viborg-Hurley in the bonus for the rest of this first half. Now Sherman hounded and has his pocket picked by Tyson Floyd. Lyman doesn't have the numbers. They'll wait. Here's Cruz Garnos on the drive, loses the dribble, and the officials confer. They say Lyman fortunate enough to keep the basketball. So a underneath throw in on the left side. Garnos will get it in to Sam McClanahan. Now Toby Estes back in there at a couple of fouls. Here's a give and go. Toby, first field goal of the day is up and in. Good receive, good pass from the corner, whether that was Floyd or Collins. They ran that give and go to perfection, and it's a good way to get Toby Estes, who struggled 0 for 4 in that first quarter. into the scoring flow, so to speak. 14-11, Viborg-Hurley by 3, and that ended a 9-point rally by the Cougars. But a foul on the other end will send Grady Sherman to the free throw line in a 1-and-1. It was a little reach and a little slap by Garnus. Cruz with his second personal. So Garnus and Estes both with 2. Sherman in and out on the front end of the 1-and-1. Toby Estes down with a Lyman rebound. Raiders trailing by 3 with 6.5 to play here in the second period. McClanahan with an early pickup of the dribble. Gets to Garnus on the baseline underneath. He tried to get it out to Estes on the opposite side, but his pass goes off of the rim. And the ricochet is down to Viborg-Hurley. Bodies on the floor away from the basketball. A drive for Carter Gust. He does not get the layup, and the Cougars will lose it out of bounds. So this one getting a little crazy here. But Lyman makes their stand defensively. And they'll get the basketball back, trailing 14-11. Tyson Floyd will set things up left to right across the timeline. Finds Collins right in front of me here with room to spare. And Estes 3 has a shot blocked, and Toby maybe a little too quick to pull the trigger on that one. Grady Sherman was right with him defensively. Most of the season, that probably hasn't been the case for Toby Estes. Big as he is, got a sweet shooting stroke when given the opportunity. Here comes Baumgarten. Spins at the free throw line, leans, shot up, no good, and a foul called. 2 shots coming here in the act of shooting this time for Eli Baumgarten. Colton Collins picks up his second, so 3 Raiders now with 2 fouls apiece. Baumgarten to the free throw line. He's a 64% shooter from that spot. Does average 13 points a game, 6 boards. That's pretty good stats, but 64% shooter at the line. He misses the first of 2. Leading scorer is Sherman, 21 points, 12 a game, 12 rebounds. That's pretty solid, obviously. Baumgarten's second one is good this time. That's his first point of the game. And he will check out. He'll get 21 back in there. Blake Schroedermeyer, the 6'2 junior. 4-point Cougar lead, 15-11. Raiders coming across. 5.5 minutes to play here, quarter number 2. Garnus to set it up, top of the key, comes near side. Sam McClanahan hesitates, keeps the dribble going, stops at the left elbow. Bouncer inside, Estes, the leaner, underneath Sherman, can't get it to go. Not enough of a pump fake there, maybe to get Sherman to bite. Hayden Gilbert out of there with it with a rebound. Quickly across from right to left. Finds Sherman, then Mickelson. On the right wing, gets it back to Gilbert, who drives, comes up short on the shot, but Sherman, second chance no good, has a third chance coming. He tries to force that one up and will not get it to go. Is a good block shot here for Stockton McClanahan to take it away. Good straight-up defense by the Raiders, but now they'll lose it underneath the basket. It's Schroedermeyer who comes away with it. Still 15-11 in a low-scoring first half of play here. Michelson with it. Down to the wing and Gust, and a reach here as Sam McClanahan wanted to travel first. We'll have our media timeout here with 4:24 left in the second quarter. McClanahan with the foul has his first. Our media timeout is a downtown P-Town #1 fun spot. Jet Lanes breaking the action as well from Jet Lanes and Presho. 60-second break. We're back with more in the second quarter. Lyman trailing 15-11 at the State B first round on KPLO.
Everything you want is yours at the Oasis Sinclair Pump and Pack in Oklahoma. Use your Dino Pay app to save money on every tank of gas. And now they're serving hot food from gourmet grub and hot stuffed pizza. Food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call in your order at 234-5325. Hunting and fishing licenses and ammo and bait are available. Open daily 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Mark Muller and his staff are doing what it takes to offer you the best stop around. At Oasis Pump and Pack in Oklahoma, they're proud of area students and their participation in all the many activities that enrich all our lives. Riverview Chevrolet Buick and Marine are happy to sponsor the state A and B basketball tournaments, and they're proud of the Chamberlain Cubs, Lyman Raiders, and Lower Brule Sioux and all of their hard work and dedication. Congratulations to all coaches, teachers, and parents that support the many student activities. They're all about family at Riverview, and they treat you like family whenever you come into their dealership. Riverview Chevrolet Buick and Marine in Oklahoma for superior customer service and more ways to get the best deal ever. Learn more at riverviewfamily.com.
Welcome back. Second quarter here. Game number 2. Viborg-Hurley leading Lyman here at the Big B 15-11. DeSmet defeated Lower Brule 80-53 in our first game today. Meanwhile, first game is done now at the Double-A out in Rapid City. Sioux Falls, Washington holds off Aberdeen Central 56-53 as the top seed moves on there. Sioux Falls, Washington. Aberdeen Central had leads through much of that game, though. To the free throw line we go out of the break. A Sam McClanahan foul putting Carter Gus to the free throw line in a 1-and-1. Front end is hit. The second one is short. Off the front of the rim, Tyson Floyd with a rebound, and he'll be fouled promptly. This is only team foul number 5 for the Cougars, so no free throws coming here off of that Floyd rebound. 16-11 now. Grady Sherman was out briefly, but he'll check back in for Grant Mickelson. 5-point Viborg-Hurley advantage. Lyman scored 7 straight to take a 4-point lead in the first quarter, but in the last 6 minutes or so off the clock, they've only got 2 points down on the scoreboard. Going back to the last couple of minutes of that first period. Now we're halfway through quarter number 2. McClanahan finds Estes right side up top. He'll give to Stockton, who will drive. And he is fouled right away after taking the pass. Another foul on the floor. This one the last to give for Viborg-Hurley. Mickelson had his second earlier, and now number 21, Blake Schroedermeyer, with his first personal. Inbound. They'll find Floyd, but here comes Sherman as he tips and takes a pass away. He'll challenge. No, he'll pass across, and it is Boomgarten with the bucket. Looked like he was going to go up against Cruz Garnos, but a nice pass across from the big fella. Turnover into points for Viborg-Hurley, who ups their lead to 7. Floyd with the layup. I think he got goaltended, but the shot went down anyway. Left-handed shot, good. On the layup for Tyson Floyd, who has his first 2 of the day. And now miscommunication between Gilbert and Boomgarten turns into an interception for Cruz Garnos. Takeaway, here come the Raiders. Trailing by 5, Garnos with a deep 3. That's in and out, no good. Estes battling underneath, but Sherman had the position. There's a white 3-point line for high school, and then there's another couple feet back. There's the maroon 3-point line for the NSU Wolves. There's another takeaway. Stockton McClanahan going for a breakaway against Carter Gust. Gust will reach in on him, slap the ball away, but be called for the foul. And Stockton will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 this time. 2:56 with the clock stopping here. Second quarter. Galen Schoenfeld will send in Grant Mickelson again. Also Calvin Rasmussen for his second trip on the floor, 6-foot senior. Angel Johnson is back in there as well. Tyson Floyd gets a break for Lyman. We see Jacob Sazu, the 5'11 junior, on for the first time today. 1-and-1 here, Lyman. Try to hit some free throws. Nope, not on the first one. Back iron for McClanahan, but Lyman takes the rebound away. Now Estes drives, leans in, gets the shot to go. Somehow kept the pivot foot down without dragging it. And Toby Estes has his second bucket. It's 18-15. Angel Johnson setting it up for the Cougars to our left. And this, well, it'll be a timeout. Looked like Cruz Garnos was wrapping him up and tying him up, but it is a timeout called by Viborg-Hurley. A full one at that. We'll take it with them. A timeout brought to you by the Jet Lanes in downtown Presho. 60 seconds and we're back. 18-15. 2.5 to go from the State B in the first half on KPLO.
C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer in Chamberlain, appreciates the many young people and educators who are role models and leaders in our high schools, universities, and technical schools. We're glad to support the many area basketball players from this region, including Chamberlain, Lyman, and Lower Brule. Go to DeereEquipment.com and see how we can help you with everything to get ready for spring planting. Or better yet, stop by and see us at C&B Operations in Chamberlain, doing what it takes to make your farming operation more productive and efficient.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget. Whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV, boat, motorcycle, or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs. KPI Insurance, call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
Back at Aberdeen, 2:32 to go, quarter number 2. Viborg-Hurley on top of Lyman, 18-15. Neither team's really gotten going offensively. Viborg-Hurley has shown some promise, but Lyman right now defending pretty well. Lyman had a flurry in the first quarter, but went cold for a while. Here's Boomgarten looking for 3 out of the break. Shot up, no good. A couple of bounces off the rim. It's down to Toby Estes. And here come the Raiders. McClanahan looking for a pass across the lane to Garnus, but too many hands in the passing lane, and the Cougars will take it away. Under 2 minutes we go. Both teams turning the basketball over. Here's a block of a 3. McClanahan denies. Now Stockton gets the lead pass up ahead, and he gets one over the top to go, over the top of Angel Johnson, and Stockton McClanahan with the transition basket. So Lyman with a bucket off of a turnover, doing it transition style. Strong move here. Boomgarten comes around to the baseline, and he'll get a basket to fall in traffic and a foul called as well. Boomgarten's second field goal has 5 points. We'll see who the Raider foul is on. It's their 10th, and it's the third personal for Cruz Garnus. The Raiders didn't need that. Garnus, actually it's Toby Estes checking out. Cruz Garnus is staying in there for now. Nope, I think Cooper figures the situation out and he'll get the right person out. Estes will stay in, Cruz Garnus out. 3-point lead, could be 4. Now the officials, boy, they're gonna have to send Estes back. Estes did come off the floor, did he not properly check in? They'll make him wait, so yeah. And meanwhile, Cruz Garnus has to come back on just to stand a position for the free throw. Cooper Garnus, I think he thought that foul was on Toby Estes, which would have been Toby's third. Meanwhile, it was Cruz Garnus' third. And we've got a miss of a free throw, which is good news for the Raiders, although they don't get the substitution they wanted either. Declan Cleveland down with it, off of the miss from the stripe. So it remains a 3-point game, 20-17. All the way goes Sam McClanahan. Sam just doing a good job shielding the basketball there. And an open look at a bunny. 20-19, we're within, Lyman rather, within 1. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Lyman fans across the way from where we're at chanting for defense. Hayden Gilbert, ball fake, puts it on the floor, loses it going up, but Sherman catches it, misses, got his own rebound, and then puts it back home. Grady Sherman putting the Cougars back up by 3 now. McClanahan top of the key to McClanahan in front of us. Stockton now to Cleveland, over to Sam. Sam McClanahan short. Somebody might have got a finger on that one. Gilbert with the rebound underneath. Shot clock is off. Cougars can play for the last shot if they want, and Toby Estes still waits at the scorer's table. May not get a chance to come back in, which means Cruz Garnus has to be very, very careful as he defends on the perimeter against Carter Gust right now. Pass gets away here. Oh, Viborg-Hurley with a collision of players. Loose ball picked up. McClanahan layup at the buzzer is good. And the Raiders will get the finish on that one on a mistake by the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. Sam McClanahan with the finish pulls the Raiders within one as we go to break. Halftime to be brought to you by Ray Hybrid Seeds and your Ray Hybrid dealers. But on the Darren Boyle Sales scoreboard, it's Viborg-Hurley 22 and Lyman 21. Darren Boyle Sales with the lot of farm machinery on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, online at darrenboylesales.com. A 2-minute timeout. In fact, let's make it a 3-minute break as we get to the halftime break. You're listening to the Big B on KPLO and drgnews.com.
Ray Hybrids is dedicated to the success of their northern farmers. They provide industry-leading technology backed by agronomic expertise that fits the unique needs of local farmers. Choose Ray Hybrids for custom northern farming solutions. They know the North. Contact Buy Right Seeds in Millard or Darren Boyle Sales in Fort Pierre to learn more. Always read and follow stewardship and pesticide label directions. Everything you want is yours at the Oasis Sinclair Pump and Pack in Oklahoma. Use your Dino Pay app to save money on every tank of gas. And now they're serving hot food from gourmet grub and hot stuffed pizza. Food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call in your order at 234-5325. Hunting and fishing licenses and ammo and bait are available. Open daily 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Mark Muller and his staff are doing what it takes to offer you the best stop around. At Oasis Pump and Pack in Oklahoma, they're proud of area students and their participation in all the many activities that enrich all our lives.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This broadcast of the Lyman Raiders is brought to you in part by Rumen Ag and Pioneer Seeds in Presho. Craig and Logan Rumen proudly support Lyman Raiders athletics and activities. Contact Rumen Ag today for all of your seed, chemical, and crop consulting needs. If you're looking to maximize your yields, Rumen Ag is your local Pioneer Seed dealer. Good luck, Raiders. From Craig and Logan Rumen of Rumen Ag Pioneer Seeds in Presho.
Kennebec Telephone Company Incorporated and their divisions, Charlie's Welding and Auto Repair, KTC Construction, PowerCom TCS, and Napa of Chamberlain proudly support all area youth in their activities. Kennebec Telephone has served the community since 1908. It provides the Lyman area with high-speed internet, local and long-distance telephone service, Real Choice TV, excavating, sprinkler systems, electrical work, computer repair, smart homes and farms, auto and welding repair, and Napa Auto Parts. Call Kennebec Telephone and find out what they can do for you.
Hulverson Oil in Kennebec would like to say good luck to everyone competing in this year's school activities. They also invite you to stop in before or after the game for premium diesel, gas, or E85 to get you back on the road. Their full C-store offers a wide variety of snacks for the family and a large selection of drinks to keep your athletes hydrated. Have fun this school year and stay safe. Hulverson Oil is a proud sponsor of the Lyman Raiders and all their activities.
9-5 in the first quarter. Viborg-Hurley came back and scored the last 6 of the quarter. They led 11-9. They hit a 3 to make it a 9-point run to start the second quarter, but then Lyman coming back. And again, a lot of turnovers in this game. Shooting percentages could be better for both teams. Maybe state tournament jitters in this first half. I think we expect a little bit cleaner play from both teams, but a big mistake by Viborg-Hurley. Actually threw a pass to in no man's land, and then 2 Cougars going after it collided. Sam McClanahan got the loose ball, and he was in a 1-for-1 breakaway, a 1-on-1 breakaway. He actually got a difficult layup to go. First half, just under 41% overall. They are 2 of 6 from long range, only 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Stockton McClanahan has all attempts from the stripe. And scoring-wise, Sam McClanahan leads with 9 points. I actually had Sam at 7. We'll see where we're differing here. They've got Tyson Floyd with 4. I've got him with 2. I guess we'll go with what that says. So Sam McClanahan with 9. Tyson Floyd has 4 points. Stockton McClanahan finishes with 5 points in that first half. Cruz Garnos has a 3-pointer down, but 3 fouls as well. And Toby Estes with 4 points as well. So 9-5, 4-3 for the Raiders in this first half. If I'm reading that right, 21 on the board. Viborg-Hurley, as we take a look at their stats, 7 out of 24 on the floor, 2 for 8 from long range. They hit a couple threes early on, but have been a little bit cold. 6 of 10, meanwhile, from the free throw line, so they're getting to the stripe, but a lot more than Lyman is, and hitting on 6 out of 10. Meanwhile, scoring-wise, has been pretty balanced. Grady Sherman leads with 7 points. Grant Mickelson has 2 threes and 6 points for the Cougars. Eli Baumgarten with 5. Then Hayden Gilbert with 2 and a point down from the free throw line each for Carter Gust and for Angel Johnson. Viborg-Hurley leads 22-21. Rebounding the advantage to the Cougars, 24-14 overall. 10-2 on the offensive end. Grady Sherman has 7 offensive rebounds and 10 total in this game already. Meanwhile, for Lyman, led in rebounding by Stockton McClanahan and Toby Estes with 4 apiece. Assists, only 2 for Lyman, but just 3 for Viborg-Hurley. Turnovers, a 10-7 total in favor, if you will, for Viborg-Hurley. They have the 10. Lyman has turned it over 7 times, but Lyman trails by 1 at the break. 22-21. Ray Hybrid Seeds halftime continues after another 2-minute timeout. You're listening to the Big B on KPLO.
Local businesses are what shape a community, and BJ's Food Center in Kennebec takes pride in providing the Kennebec area everything you could want from a local grocery store. Fresh produce, hand-cut meats, snacks, and weekly specials throughout the store. Plus great customer service with a friendly staff to help you find whatever you're looking for. Everybody at BJ's Food Center wishes the Lyman Raiders best of luck in their competition and supports the Raiders in all of their school activities and athletics.
Dakota Land Birdseed in Vivian is proud to bring you this Lyman Raiders broadcast. Dakota Land Birdseed is a locally owned business producing a South Dakota product direct from our own land. Dakota Land Birdseed is currently buying sunflowers and millet from area producers. Call them to find out more at 683-4175. Proud of the successes and hard work Lyman Raiders athletes show in and out of school activities. Dakota Land Birdseed is behind you. Good luck, Raiders. The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank is proud to support our young athletes in tonight's game. This time of year isn't just busy for them, but moms and dads and other sports fans as well. So when you're on the go, Dakota Prairie Bank provides services that make banking simpler for you, like their online banking. It's quick and convenient, and a big help during this busy time of year. Good luck to all the participants from your fans at Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre with branches in Presho, Draper, and White River. Member FDIC.
Dakota Prairie Bank.
The expansion at the Coffee Cup in Vivian is nearing completion. With the addition of Caribou Coffee and Heidi's Brooklyn Deli, there are employment opportunities on a part-time and full-time basis open throughout the store. Full-time employees are offered health, vision, and dental insurance, PTO, and annual bonuses. For more info, go to coffeecupfuelstops.com. That's coffeecupfuelstops.com. Everyone at the Coffee Cup wishes the Lyman Raiders continued success at the state basketball tournament.
Back in Aberdeen to finish out halftime here. It's 22-21, and I want to correct the scoring stats I gave you. I was a little confused. I thought Tyson Floyd had a layup in that first quarter, but apparently, or the first half, but they apparently gave it to Sam McClanahan. That's why I had McClanahan at 7 and Floyd at 2, but the official stats have Sam with 9 and Tyson Floyd scoreless so far in that first half of play. But 22-21, good ball game. We do expect the 4 or 5 seed ball games to usually be pretty tight. And this one, neither team has led by more than, I think 5 points. I think Viborg-Hurley's biggest lead was at 5 in that first half. But right now, it is anybody's game. 22-21. 4-5 game in Class A is a runaway so far at the end of one quarter, though. Sioux Falls Christian leading St. Thomas More 23-10. Del Rapids had a buzzer-beating victory 53-52, the 8 seed over the 1 seed over Vermilion in Class A. Earlier here today, DeSmet handled Lower Brule easily 80-53. And then in Rapid City, Sioux Falls, Washington came from behind to beat Aberdeen Central 56-53. Second game out in Rapid is Sioux Falls O'Gorman against Harrisburg, and they'll be tipping off here in a little while. We go to the second half. The second half throw-in, like the opening tip, sponsored by the folks, your friends at Riverview Chevrolet and Buick in Oklahoma. Brian Oakland here. Lyman with a quick shot right away. Sam McClanahan looking for a long 2, but it's off the mark. No good. Viborg-Hurley down with the rebound. Sam and Stockton McClanahan, now a traveling violation as McClanahan induces Hayden Gilbert into a turnover. Boy, the look on McClanahan's face, I think he thought, well, they caught me, as if he was trying to knock a steal away, but that didn't happen. It's a takeaway here for the Raiders. Cruz Garnos starts with 3 fouls here in this second half. Toby Estes, Stockton McClanahan, Sam McClanahan underneath. Out top to Garnos. Scoop on the left-handed layup attempt, no good. Rebound is down to Viborg-Hurley as Hayden Gilbert will bring it left to right across the timeline now. Carter Gust with it. Grant Mickelson to Eli Boomgarten. Grady Sherman looking for the lob underneath, but Toby Estes tips and takes it away. So 2 takeaways for the Raiders now in this first minute of the second half. Still no scoring since halftime. 22-21 Viborg-Hurley. Tyson Floyd on the cut, bumping and getting through in traffic, but the layup is up no good. He came up short. Gilbert wanting to go coast to coast, and he will run over a defender. It's Stockton McClanahan in the lane, and Gilbert a little bit slow getting up. He came in out of control, and another turnover for Viborg-Hurley. And Galen Schoenfeld, with his team going 3 possessions and 3 giveaways, wants to make sure everybody's on the right page. He'll take a timeout. It's a 30-second break brought to you by the Jet Lanes, downtown Presho. Downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot. We're back in 30 seconds with more from the State B on KPLO.
Cash is king at the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule. Speed drawings are happening this Saturday. Every 15 minutes from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., win $100 cash, with 2 random winners receiving $250 cash. Enjoy a 10-ounce mouth-watering prime rib in the restaurant for only $15. This Saturday, there will be $2,000 given away to 17 winners, with drawings every 15 minutes from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino, where we can't wait to see you.
Back at the State B, we're driven by the Office of Highway Safety. You're listening to coverage of the Lyman Raiders from the State B on KPLO 94.5 FM, Reliance Chamberlain, 100.5 Pier, Ford Pier, K263AW. You booze, you cruise, you lose. Reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Live streaming at drgnews.com and the KPLO page. Lyman works one inside and a shot up and in. And the Raiders have the lead. Cruz Garnos with the layup as he came in on the cut. Third lead change of this game. 23-22. Carter Gust in the lane, wants the floater, can't get it. Sherman controls the rebound, took it away from a smaller Lyman player, and Grady Sherman gets the putback. A 6'5" senior Grady Sherman. Here's Estes, wants 3. Too strong, though, for Toby. And Boomgarten controls the rebound here. 24-23, Viborg-Hurley now. Mickelson to Boomgarten through Gilbert. Now Boomgarten on the right side, back up top. Lyman gets to him defensively, but he feeds to Gilbert in the lane, and we'll have a foul called on the floor or in the act. Now they're saying 2 shots coming here for Hayden Gilbert, the 6'1" junior. Gilbert, you can tell, standing just from this distance, and I'm pretty close. I'm looking right at him from about 12 feet away, but pretty well-defined muscular structure on this young man. He hit the first free throw. Arms and legs. Second one, also good. 4 points for the point guard, 26-23. Cougars lead by 3. 5.5 minutes to go. McClanahan looking to tie, and Stockton has it. Calm, cool, collected, no problem for Stockton. McClanahan, we're tied at 26. Gilbert quickly across the timeline. Underneath, has to kick it out. Finds Carter Gust. Now to Boomgarten. On the move. Back to Mickelson. Gilbert fires a 3. In and out and back in again for Hayden Gilbert. And Viborg-Hurley back up by 3 again at 29-26. 1 3-pointer answered with another one. Here's a jump ball called as Estes is blocked on the spin move. Sherman outmuscles him, and this will be a takeaway for Viborg-Hurley as the jump ball possession arrow points to Viborg-Hurley. We'll have our media timeout now with 4:50 to play in quarter number 3. Timeouts in the broadcast brought to you by Downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot. Stop in your next timeout to the Jet Lanes in Presho. 60-second break, and we'll be back with more from the State B KPLO FM.
As you clear that last patch of snow from your driveway, breathe in that crisp, rejuvenating winter air before you throw yourself into a monstrous snow pile and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Shriek for tide-turning reversals, whoop at game-winning threes, and gasp in awe at a perfect back walkover. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
So why do teenagers play high school sports?
My reason why is a sense of purpose.
My reason why is to inspire others.
One reason student athletes seldom mention is to get an athletic scholarship. They know that only 2% of all high school athletes are awarded a sports scholarship. So why do they play?
My reason why is friendship.
Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. We continue through the third period, under 5 minutes to go. 4:35 and counting down. Hayden Gilbert puts the ball on the floor. Tyson Floyd comes in right underneath and takes that dribble right away, and then Gilbert is called for, not sure I saw that foul, but reaching back at it apparently. Gilbert, surprised by the call, picks up his third personal. So another takeaway here for Lyman. Their defense playing very well here in this second half so far, but still trailing 29-26. As Floyd loses the dribble, now Garnis tries to pick it up, but he kicks it out of bounds. He finally picked it up right on the sideline over to our left. So Lyman getting a little careless with it, and it'll go back to the Cougars. Angel Johnson is checked in for Gilbert, the other point guard. Up top with it, Carter Gust over in front of us. Boomgarten looking for 3, fades away, misses everything, and out of bounds. Last touch by Viborg-Hurley, if there was any touch underneath. And it'll go to the Raiders. Floyd, McClanahan, Sam will bring it across the timeline from right to left. We're set up a little more on the right half of the court. Now Gilbert takes it away from McClanahan. Oh, Gilbert wanted to go up hard. And a hard foul here. Gilbert comes down on top of Stockton McClanahan. Viborg-Hurley wants an intentional foul, and I don't think so. That's a good, hard defensive play if you're Stockton McClanahan. And nope, it's just a 2-shot foul. Calm down. Yeah, it was a hard foul, but McClanahan, he's doing what he needs to do to prevent the slam dunk. I mean, Grady Sherman was going to go up and throw that one down with authority. And McClanahan just didn't want his team to get dunked on. He prevented that. Some people don't like it. In fact, McClanahan took the brunt of it. He was the one that had Sherman falling down on top of him. But Grady hits the first of 2. Second one is coming. It is up. It is short off the front of the rim. Rebound to the Raiders as Floyd blocks out the shooter. Foul on McClanahan, by the way. Stockton, that's his third. Now a 4-point Viborg-Hurley lead. Here's Garnus giving it back to Estes. He tries to get it quickly back in to Estes, but he kind of mishandled the basketball. And now Stockton McClanahan going to pick up personal foul number 4 as Grant Mickelson caught the loose ball out of the air and Stockton tried to get it back. So he'll check out. That's team foul number 3 for Lyman. Now Lyman's got McClanahan with 4, Cruz, Garnus, and Toby Estes. Check it. Only Garnus, not Estes, but Garnus with 3. Estes has 2. Well, we got a lot of time left in this game, and some of the guys have to take extra precautions here. Three-pointer no good for Gust. Offensive rebound is down to Grant Mickelson. He'll get it back to Gust on the far side, left wing. Now to Johnson, to Sherman. Up top, Johnson again. New shot clock is down to 20. Gust with it. Yields to Baumgarten. He'll find Mickelson. Declan Cleveland is checked in for Stockton McClanahan. He was there defensively. Now Baumgarten on the other side. Right side. Underneath, Sherman. Good. Good feed. Inside to Grady Sherman. Leads all scorers with a dozen now. 32-26. Biggest lead for either team. Viborg-Hurley has the advantage now. 2.5 minutes to play. We're in the third quarter and fighting through a Cruz Garno screen is Carter Gust, who will be called for the foul. That'll be his second. Shot clock was down to 15, but it will be refreshed. Team foul number 3 here for Viborg-Hurley. Second for Carter Gust. Garnus will inbound from the sideline. 2:29 on our third quarter clock. Garnus bounces it right into Estes. Toby tried to go on the reverse, left to right, but he just had the shot knocked away. Looking for a foul. I think Toby just got to go up a little stronger. Here's Mickelson off the left block. Almost a takeaway again for Colton Collins. Now Collins called for a foul here as Gust muscles his way into the paint. And Colton Collins will pick up his third personal. (32-26) Viborg-Hurley here in the third. You'll get the perspiration mopped up here before free throws. Grady Sherman, Paul Rozelle. Not many officials going to be taller than Grady Sherman, but Paul Rozelle goes about 6'8", 6'9". He moves up and down the floor very well. First of 2 here, good for Gust. On the stripe. Viborg-Hurley growing a lead now. It's up to 7, potentially 8. And the second one here, though, no good. Sherman has another offensive rebound, muscles it up and in. Grady Sherman is owning the paint and the glass on both ends of the floor. Lyman will take a timeout here with 1:59 to go in the third quarter. Updating the score, Viborg-Hurley 35, Lyman 26. A 30-second timeout. No, it's a full timeout for the Raiders. We'll take it with them. Downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot. Jet Lane's the place to stop for your next timeout. We're back in 1 minute. State B's on KPLO.
Imagine what it would look like if we didn't have companies to haul away our unwanted things. Just take a second to think about it. Not pretty, is it? Byrie Brothers in Chamberlain can and does clean up that picture. They're here to help with all of your disposal needs, whether it's weekly pickup of household trash or you have a special project that needs a large container. Byrie Brothers will help you with whatever you need done. Give them a call at 234-5771. Byrie Brothers in Chamberlain. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call them today.
Everything you want is yours at the Oasis Sinclair Pump and Pack in Oklahoma. Use your Dino Pay app to save money on every tank of gas. And now they're serving hot food from gourmet grub and hot stuffed pizza. Food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call in your order at 234-5325. Hunting and fishing licenses and ammo and bait are available. Open daily 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Mark Muller and his staff are doing what it takes to offer you the best stop around. At Oasis Pump and Pack in Oklahoma, they're proud of area students and their participation in all the many activities that enrich all our lives.
2 minutes ago in the third quarter. Welcome back to Aberdeen. 35-26. Biggest lead of the game belongs to Viborg-Hurley right now. Out of the timeout, Lyman with a pass over to the right side and, stop and go. But Viborg-Hurley there defensively will knock it away and out of bounds on the Lyman bench. Cruz Garnis will inbound from there. Lyman has only had a few scoring moments of comfortability here. Here's Garnos firing a three. Shot was blocked by Sherman, but his momentum takes him right in to Cruz Garnos. Mr. Roselle right on top of that, and it'll be a three-shot foul here for Cruz with 1:39 clock stopping in the third quarter. Second game of the day at Class A in Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls Christian leads at halftime 31-16 over St. Thomas More. Garnis' first free throw is no good. 2 or 3 bounces off the rim, but it falls away. Lyman struggling from the stripe and limited opportunities here this afternoon. Second one, nope, off the back of the rim. Cruz 0 for 2. Raiders 1 for 6 from the stripe. Another one still to come on a 3-shot opportunity. Third one is good. Cruz Garnis with 6 points, 35-27. Viborg-Hurley trying to get it up the floor quickly. They throw a home run pass to Carter Gust, but he cannot leap high enough to flag it down. 35-27. Lyman scored first in this second half, took a brief 23-22 lead, but it's been mostly Viborg-Hurley since then. Toby Estes with a 15-footer on the right side comes up short. Tried to be a little easy on that one. Viborg-Hurley back with it. Boomgarten wants 3 in the corner. That'll dance across. Sam McClanahan down with a rebound. Off the miss. Boomgarten 0 for 3. Now Lyman will throw it away. Or what happened? Nope, it will be out of bounds. Off of the Raiders. Right in front of Coach Garnos on the other side. He'll get a sub in. Here comes Tyson Floyd. And out goes Cruz Garnis with 1:06 to play in the third. Cruz is playing with 3 fouls. Stockton McClanahan been on the bench for a couple minutes of game time now with 4 personal fouls. Picked up 2 of them here in this third quarter. 35-27 Cougars with the basketball and the lead. Mickelson from 14 on the baseline, left side, no good. But another offensive rebound, pulled down by Gust. Now, Boomgarten tries a 3 again. This time it's no good, and out away from the basketball, or from the basket goes Grady Sherman for another offensive board. You know, we do a lot of games over the course of a season. By the way, Sherman fouled by Colton Collins, who picks up his 4th personal. Finish that point in a moment. Gust for 3. Air balls from the right corner over the top of everything. Saved, but at the feet of Collins, and he'll be able to maintain possession. We do a lot of ball games, especially Darren Boyle here on KPLO. We always ask coaches, what's your keys to success? More often than not, they'll use the word rebounding in key to success. And you want to see why rebounding is key to success, you watch this basketball game, because right now Viborg-Hurley is owning especially the offensive glass. Sam McClanahan with a pickup of the dribble. Finds a mate underneath. That's Declan Cleveland, and Declan will put his first field goal of the day up and in. 35-29, 5 seconds to go here in the third. The last attempt, Sherman, no good. The tip will not go either for Mickelson, and we will go to the fourth quarter. Somehow, Lyman still right in this thing. On the Darren Boyle Sales scoreboard at the end of 3, though, it's Viborg-Hurley 35, Lyman 29, a 6-point advantage in the scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre and online at darrenboylesales.com. 60 seconds in quarter number 4 coming up from the State B, KPLO.
Riverview Chevrolet Buick and Marine are happy to sponsor the State A and B basketball tournaments, and they're proud of the Chamberlain Cubs, Lyman Raiders, and Lower Brule Sioux and all of their hard work and dedication. Congratulations to all coaches, teachers, and parents that support the many student activities. They're all about family at Riverview, and they treat you like family whenever you come into their dealership. Riverview Chevrolet Buick and Marine in Oklahoma for superior customer service and more ways to get the best deal ever. Learn more at riverviewfamily.com.
C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer in Chamberlain, appreciates the many young people and educators who are role models and leaders in our high schools, universities, and technical schools. We're glad to support the many area basketball players from this region, including Chamberlain, Lyman, and Lower Brule. Go to DeereEquipment.com and see how we can help you with everything to get ready for spring planting. Or better yet, stop by and see us at C&B Operations in Chamberlain, doing what it takes to make your farming operation more productive and efficient.
Lyman with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Aberdeen. Brian Oakland with you. John Neff in studio. Darren Boyle will call the Chamberlain Cubs against Sioux Valley from the State A tonight. Here comes Carter Gust off of a takeaway. Tip pass and a steal for Viborg-Hurley. Gust will get the finish on the transition basket. Lyman, though, quickly up ahead. And Toby Estes will get a basket underneath. Only his third of the afternoon. He's got 6 points. It's 37-31. Gus to my right. Baumgarten out in front, looking for Mickelson inside. Knocked away by Cleveland, but picked up by Sherman, and he will drive and put a little baby floater up and in. You can see why Grady Sherman is a 21-point, 12 rebound per gamer. Every bit as good as advertised. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Here's Sam McClanahan off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the Cougars. Angel Johnson is in, left side, gets across the timeline. Gets it to Mickelson, and then we'll get it back to set up the offense. Viborg-Hurley leading by 8, 6:40 to play. We're in the fourth now. Baumgarten wants 3, hasn't hit yet, still not this one. 0 for 4, rebound on the backside to Collins, and a timeout will be taken by the Raiders here. All they've got left is full timeouts here, so this will be a 60. Nope, actually asking for a 30 is Cooper Garnis. So with 6:29 to go, trailing by 8 are the Raiders, and we've got a timeout brought to you by the Jet Lanes in downtown Presho, and we're back in 30 seconds. The State B is on KPLO.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget, whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV, boat, motorcycle, or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs. KPI Insurance, call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
Well, out of the Raider timeout, they still have 2 to use. Viborg-Hurley has 3 in this basketball game, but Lyman really got to find a way to start getting some shots to fall here. Still plenty of time, no doubt about that, but you'd just like to be in a little more comfortable situation. Stockton McClanahan comes in with 4 fouls off of that timeout. He tries a 3, comes up short of everything. Baumgarten catches it underneath, and Viborg-Hurley might already be thinking about playing that shot clock down on each possession. Here they spread things out a little bit. Angel Johnson is running the point. Carter Gust at the free throw line has the ball stripped away by Sam McClanahan. Up ahead, Floyd trying to pass across. Back to Sam. And then the shot knocked away and out of bounds. Lyman will inbound off the left side of the key. Official stats right now had Viborg-Hurley, as we continue to talk about rebounding, 35-19 the official stats overall, 16-2 though on the offensive end. All these second chances that Viborg is getting, it's amazing they only lead by 8 points, 39-31. Pass from McClanahan at the feet of Estes. Somehow he gets it. Now it's Stockton McClanahan with a nice looking reverse with the right hand and the scoop on the left side. Stockton has 11. Well, 10 is what they have on the board. Here's Gust. Foot on the arc. It's a long 2 as he gets this one to go. Carter Gust with 6 points, 41-33. Back to an 8-point Viborg-Hurley lead. 5:15 left. Pass to Estes. Gets away from him, and it's caught underneath by Mickelson, and the Cougars get a takeaway. Up ahead, here's Mickelson. Sherman out on the wing, near the corner, forcing Estes to come out and face him up. Sherman, who can't handle the basketball. Viborg-Hurley definitely being patient on every possession as long as Lyman lets them. Another near takeaway here, and a timeout will be called by Viborg-Hurley. They'll have 8 on the shot clock when we come back. 41-33, our score. Timeouts brought to you by the Jet Lanes, downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot. This is a Viborg-Hurley timeout. It's not a media timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is the State B on KPLO.
Everything you want is yours at the Oasis Sinclair Pump and Pack in Oklahoma. Use your Dino Pay app to save money on every tank of gas. And now they're serving hot food from gourmet grub and hot stuffed pizza. Food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call in your order at 234-5325. Hunting and fishing licenses and ammo and bait are available. Open daily 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Mark Muller and his staff are doing what it takes to offer you the best stuff around. At Oasis Pump and Pack in Oklahoma, they're proud of area students and their participation in all the many activities that enrich all our lives.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger, more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the State B. Out of the Viborg-Hurley timeout, there was some confusion with media and public broadcasting. They actually took their media timeout at the same time. So it'll be interesting that how this fourth quarter is going to play out, but no extra timeout, which in this case, Lyman maybe could have used. 41-33, and foul coming here as Grady Sherman muscles his way in against Toby Estes. Toby going to pick up the foul. That'll be his third in the game. Team foul number 6 for the Raiders, but a shooting foul here sends Grady Sherman back to the free throw line. Sherman has done all the right things here today, although he does miss at the free throw line from time to time. Talk about him, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 62% free throw shooter. And Viborg-Hurley doesn't have anybody that shoots better than 64% on the season from the line. There's always room for improvement, but he does get the second one. He's got 17 points to lead. All scores now. Baseline pass taken away by Grant Mickelson. And this one's starting to really lean heavily in Viborg-Hurley's favor with a 9-point lead, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Turnover starting to mount for the Raiders. Winner of this one gets DeSmet at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The loser takes on Lower Brule, 12 o'clock noon here on KPLO. Johnson loses it. Sherman again there to pick it up. Now trying to get one muscled up. Shot no good, but knocked out of bounds by Lyman. Actually, it was a blocked shot. 4 minutes to go, 4:02, with 3 seconds on the shot clock here for the Cougars to try to get something up. Baumgarten will inbound. He finds Sherman, 15-footer, too strong off the glass. Cooper Garnos is coaching. Cruz Garnos down with the rebound. McClanahan over to Estes. Toby wants 3, and he's got it. This time, first in 3 tries today. Big shot here, makes it a 6-point game. 42-36, 3:40 left to go. Raiders could really use a defensive stop here. Baumgarten gets it to Sherman on the left side. Mickelson up near the top. Now he'll yield to Angel Johnson. Viborg-Hurley still going to use as much time as they can, but they won't have that opportunity. It's a takeaway here. McClanahan across, and a foul on a push by the Cougars here as McClanahan wanted to feed to Tyson Floyd, trailing the action. So the Raiders got the defensive stop. Now they need some offensive production here. Angel Johnson checking out. Hayden Gilbert, starting point guard in. He is in there with 3 fouls. This foul, by the way, went to Johnson. That was just his first as he comes out. Sam McClanahan will get a break. Declan Cleveland is in. New shot clock. That's team foul number 5, by the way, for Viborg-Hurley. So they have 1 to give. Lyman sits on 6, so Viborg-Hurley is in the bonus from the rest for the rest of this game. Estes gets it to Garna. Spots up. Didn't have the rhythm. You could tell from here. He just hesitated. Does not get the 3 ball to go here. Cougars with the rebound. Gilbert picks up his dribble. Here is Sherman. Right side up top. Action right in front of us here, court side of the Barnett. Gilbert has it back. Garnus will hound him. Now in traffic in front of the Cougar bench. Shot clock under 10. Sherman inside. Baumgarten outside, wants 3. Still no good. Estes has a rebound for the Raiders. Eli Baumgarten 0 for 5 from downtown. Here's a kick out. Cleveland for 3, no good. It seems like Lyman feels like they need a 3. That really isn't the case. They got a lot of time here, 2:20 to go. All they need is a high percentage shot. And here's a foul on Floyd as Hayden Gilbert picked up the dribble, had the ball above him, looking to pass it away, and Floyd swats at the ball, gets Hayden on the wrist, and Hayden Gilbert goes to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Cleveland out, Sam McClanahan right back in after a quick breather. Cooper Garnus has his starting 5 on the floor right now, and they're going to need everybody to play their best game in the last 2:18 of this one here. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Gilbert. Bit of an unorthodox shooting style, but it works for him. Sometimes. Just a 45% free throw shooter, but he goes 2 for 2 here and likes the effort. The lead to 8. And another 3 attempted. Actually, a timeout was called. I thought I heard a half-hearted whistle. Wasn't sure if that's what it was. So a timeout here to the Raiders with 2:12 to play. 32nd break in the action. Timeouts brought to you by the Jet Lanes in Presho, the best place to stop for your next timeout in Presho. 30 seconds and we're back with more from the beat. No, we can take 60 here. This is a full timeout on KPLO.
This broadcast of the Lyman Raiders is brought to you in part by Rumen Ag and Pioneer Seeds in Presho. Craig and Logan Rumen proudly support Lyman Raiders athletics and activities. Contact Rumen Ag today for all of your seed, chemical, and crop consulting needs. If you're looking to maximize your yields, Rumen Ag is your local Pioneer Seed dealer. Good luck, Raiders. From Craig and Logan Rumen of Rumen Ag Pioneer Seeds in Presho.
Telephone Company Incorporated and their divisions, Charlie's Welding and Auto Repair, KTC Construction, PowerCom TCS, and Napa of Chamberlain proudly support all area youth in their activities. Kennebec Telephone has served the community since 1908. It provides the Lyman area with high-speed internet, local and long-distance telephone service, Real Choice TV, excavating, sprinkler systems, electrical work, computer repair, smart homes and farms, auto and welding repair, and Napa Auto Parts. Call Kennebec Telephone and find out what they can do for you.
Well, getting down to crunch time here for the Lyman Raiders, trailing 44-36, left with 1 timeout to use. They do have the basketball with 2:10 to play. Welcome back to Aberdeen. Here's Hayden Gilbert with a steal. He was going to go for the breakaway, but Tyson Floyd wraps him up and will be called for a very smart foul. Viborg-Hurley jumping some passing routes here. Gilbert will go to the free throw line again. Floyd guilty of his third personal. Maybe, I don't know if Viborg-Hurley feels Lyman's a little predictable in their offensive set, but they have been able to get the turnovers here as Gilbert line drives the front end of the 1-and-1 up no good, and rebound is down to Stockton McClanahan. So 2 minutes to go. Sam on the move. Cruz Garna scoop up and in, and a foul is called. Lyman gets a basket. They can make it a three-point play if Garnas can hit one from the free throw line. Basket cuts it to 6. Free throw could make it 5. And Toby Estes will check out here. Colton Collins in. Carter Gust called for the foul, his third for Viborg-Hurley. That is 6, and now that puts Lyman in the bonus for the rest of the way. Garnas no good on the free throw, though. It's just a 2-point play instead of a 3. Lyman free throws have been a bit of a bugaboo, and again, they haven't had that many opportunities. Here comes Gilbert. He wants a scoop. He's got a layup. So much for Viborg-Hurley playing possession. 46-38, we're back to an 8-point game. McClanahan falling away, a little baby jump hook is no good. Rebound is down to Grady Sherman. I think that's his 47th rebound in this game. Here's Gilbert, easy for Gust. Lyman forced to play full court pressure. Viborg-Hurley broke it. And now a timeout taken here, the final timeout by Lyman. Viborg-Hurley opens up the lead to 10 with 1:17 to play. We'll take a 30-second timeout. They need big things when we come back. Timeouts from the Jet Lanes and Press Show. They are downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot and your best place to stop in your next timeout. 30 seconds with more from the State B coming up on KPLO-FM.
Bush's Beard and Body LLC is located in the Halverson Oil C-Store off I-90 in Kennebec, South Dakota, offering all-natural men's grooming and women's beauty products such as beard oil, balms and butters, wash and conditioner, body butters and skin creams, beauty serums, and much more. A healthier body and taking care of yourself equals a healthier mind and a better you. Stop in and see the Bushy family for all your skincare needs.
Well, it's the last timeout for the Raiders. Trailing by 10. Desperation time here. 48-38. They're trailing. And they're going to bring Lyman all the way back to the end line. Apparently the timeout was called immediately after the made basket by Carter Gust and the Cougars. So here come the Raiders. Sam McClanahan dribbling all the way, trying to pass underneath, looking for Garnos, but Cruz not expecting it, and it's out of bounds. Another turnover. Clock stopping with 1:07 to go. And Lyman may have to start fouling here. This is the guy you want to foul if you do, and they do get Hayden Gilbert, sending him to the free throw line. He did hit 2 for 2 a moment ago, but more recently a line drive off the front of the rim, as we mentioned, 45%. But Toby Estes will check in. Lyman with 4 losses on the season, 2 of them to White River. One of those the last game of the regular season, in a game that they were trailing quite handily. In the first half, they made a good come-from-behind effort. Of course, they lost in the championship of the Jones County Invitational as well. They lost to Hanson at the Hanson Classic. Gilbert, front end, good. He'll get another one. And Lyman also losing to Rapid City Christian way back in December. Christian had a 15-5 mark on the season out of Class A. 61 seconds left to play here. And Hayden Gilbert goes 2 for 2 again. The lead to 12, 50-38. Lyman will drive, baseline, shot up and good. Who needs a three-pointer? Just take it to the rack and see if you can draw a foul. Tyson Floyd with the bucket. And he'll go to the free throw line. That last foul called on Lyman, by the way, was Colton Collins' 5th, so he fouls out of the game without scoring. Floyd, the senior, at the stripe. Free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Tie up on the floor, but Viborg-Hurley has the possession arrow. And it will be Cougar basketball with 50 seconds to go. Estes checking out. Right now, kind of a revolving door. Estes out for when Raiders are on defense. Declan Cleveland is back in. And we have a push foul away from the basketball, away from the inbound, and this apparently is going to be offensive on Hayden Gilbert. Well, this one, unlike other offensive fouls, it was not a possession foul because it occurred before the inbound pass, so Lyman's going to get a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity here. Gilbert's 4th personal foul. On the line goes Sam McClanahan, and he hits the front end of a 1-and-1 here. Team foul number 8 for Viborg-Hurley. Always nice when you can get some help by scoring points without time running off the clock, and that's what the Raiders have done twice here now. 50-42, second one good for McClanahan. Now Stockton McClanahan goes for a steal, but I think he got his hand on a basketball trying to get it away from Grady Sherman on the far side, but he bounces it on the sideline, so it will stay with Viborg-Hurley. A defensive pressure by the Raiders, picking up in intensity. Here's McClanahan, almost got a steal away. We'll have a jump ball. It'll be just the same. It will be Lyman basketball. Viborg-Hurley really having some problems with this Lyman stiff defense right now. So Cleveland out, Toby Estes back in. Still a 3-possession game with 39.7 seconds to go. Floyd out of the inbound. 4-3 is good. Tyson Floyd with 5 points now. All of them here of late in the fourth quarter, down to 30 seconds left. We've got a 5-point game. The Raiders will foul Gilbert out of the inbound. Lyman with 5 threes in this game now. Doesn't seem like they've really had that many. It hasn't been part of their MO, so to speak. But they got a couple of them here in the fourth quarter. One from Estes early in the fourth, but that one from Floyd is huge. However, this foul is number 10 for the Raiders, so this now a double bonus. Gilbert unable to get the first one to go. He'll try for one more to make it a 6-point game. Either way, it'll be a 2-possession ball game. Second free throw is good. Hayden Gilbert really stepping things up in the free throw line in this game. Floyd will drive all the way. They'll let him. Free throw, or the layup left side missed. And now, as I was looking on the stat sheet, Toby Estes and Grady Sherman, we've got extracurricular on the floor. I didn't see what happened, but it was Estes and Sherman battling, and I think it might have been Sherman trying to really wrestle and rip the ball away from Toby Estes. I think, as far as I know, all that's been called is a jump ball on the floor. Don't know if any fouls have been called, but they are going to bring everybody to this end. So now apparently a foul has been called. Tyson Floyd is on the board with his 4th personal. Viborg-Hurley fans, I think they want Sherman to be left alone at the free throw line as if it were an intentional foul or something of that magnitude, but Galen Schoenfeld telling the rest of his crew to just make sure you stay calm here. It'll be a 2-shot bonus opportunity. Floyd has 5 fouls on the board now, so Tyson Floyd is fouled out of the game. Sherman hits a free throw. He's got another one coming. 23 seconds left. It's a 7-point lead. That one makes it a 3-possession game again. And the second one also good. 53-45. Long three. McClanahan will come up well short. And that'll pretty much put the nail in the coffin on this one. Viborg-Hurley will move on and take on Lower Brule, but a timeout will be taken here by the Cougars with 17 seconds left to play. 53-45 our score. We'll take a 30-second break. Timeouts. Again, your next timeout, stop into the Jet Lanes for a great meal and just a whole lot of fun. They are downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot. Back in 30 seconds, this is the State B on KPLO.
Local businesses are what shape a community, and BJ's Food Center in Kennebec takes pride in providing the Kennebec area everything you could want from a local grocery store. Fresh produce, hand-cut meats, snacks, and weekly specials throughout the store. Plus great customer service with a friendly staff to help you find whatever you're looking for. Everybody at BJ's Food Center wishes the Lyman Raiders best of luck in their competition and supports the Raiders in all of their school activities and athletics.
Well, we'll set it up for you. Viborg-Hurley with an 8-point lead, 53-45, 16.9 seconds to be exact left in this game. Both teams in the bonus, though. Lyman would shoot a 1-and-1 should they get fouled. Not in the act of shooting. Double bonus for Viborg-Hurley, and Viborg-Hurley still has the possession arrow. Things are not looking good here for the Lyman Raiders. In fact, we might see Lyman and Lower Brule in the consolation bracket tomorrow. We'll have an all-Lyman County consolation semifinal tomorrow. Inbound comes to Gust. He'll be fouled by Stockton McClanahan, and Stockton is just fouled out of the game. So Floyd is gone. Colton Collins is gone. Now Stockton McClanahan out. Stockton will finish with 10 points. Tyson Floyd out, finished with 5 points. Collins did not score in this game. 14 seconds left. Double bonus here for Carter Gust, the 6'2 senior. Had a solid game, 8 points. Couple of free throws, first one off the front end though. Going to hand it here to Hayden Gilbert, a 45% free throw shooter, has hit some big freebies, 7 out of 9 in this game. Sam McClanahan checks out. Lyman brings in McCall Garnis, 6'4 senior. Second free throw for Gust is also no good. Again, Viborg-Hurley going to have to hit free throws at a better rate if they want to go anywhere in this state tournament. Here's Cruz Garnis for 3, up no good. McCall Garnis underneath, finds Estes, and a little shot to finish it from the baseline is no good. And that'll do it as Viborg-Hurley wins this one in the first round on the Darren Boyle Sales scoreboard. It's VH 53 and the Raiders 45. Viborg-Hurley improves to 18-5 on the season. Lyman falls to 19-5 with the loss. The scoreboard brought to you by Darren Boyle Sales, as he's got a lot of farm machinery for your perusal, if you will, at Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre and online at DarrenBoyleSales.com. Darren is also available through the new Web Expo at DRGnews.com. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. The postgame comes up. Postgame brought to you by the Prairie Post Agtegra in Presho. This is the State B on KPLO and DRGnews.com.
The post-game show is brought to you by The Post, The Prairie Post. The Prairie Post is proud to be a part of the Agtegra family and invites you in for hot food on the go, a cold drink in the lounge, hunting supplies, and a quick place to fuel up with 24-hour pay-at-the-pump service. Located off of I-90, the Prairie Post is a convenient stop with plenty of parking and easy access for your RV, bus, or tractor trailer. Stop in and see the friendly folks at the Prairie Post in Presho, proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Dakota Land Birdseed in Vivian is proud to bring you this Lyman Raiders broadcast. Dakota Land Birdseed is a locally owned business producing a South Dakota product direct from our own land. Dakota Land Birdseed is currently buying sunflowers and millet from area producers. Call them to find out more at 683-4175. Proud of the successes and hard work Lyman Raiders athletes show in and out of school activities. Dakota Land Birdseed is behind you. Good luck, Raiders. The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank is proud to support our young athletes in tonight's game. This time of year isn't just busy for them, but moms and dads and other sports fans as well. So when you're on the go, Dakota Prairie Bank provides services that make banking simpler for you, like their online banking. It's quick and convenient, and a big help during this busy time of year. Good luck to all the participants from your fans at Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre with branches in Presho, Draper, and White River. Member FDIC.
Dakota Prairie Bank.
The expansion at the Coffee Cup in Vivian is nearing completion. With the addition of Caribou Coffee and Heidi's Brooklyn Deli, there are employment opportunities on a part-time and full-time basis open throughout the store. Full-time employees are offered health, vision, and dental insurance, PTO, and annual bonuses. For more info, go to coffeecupfuelstops.com. That's coffeecupfuelstops.com. Everyone at the Coffee Cup wishes the Lyman Raiders continued success at the state basketball tournament.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in South Dakota.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This broadcast of the Lyman Raiders is brought to you in part by Rumen Ag and Pioneer Seeds in Presho. Craig and Logan Rumen proudly support Lyman Raiders athletics and activities. Contact Rumen Ag today for all of your seed, chemical, and crop consulting needs. If you're looking to maximize your yields, Rumen Ag is your local Pioneer Seed dealer. Good luck, Raiders. From Craig and Logan Rumen of Rumen Ag Pioneer Seeds in Presho.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. Central South Dakota teams 0 for 2, unfortunately, here in this first round so far. Lower Brule fell to number 1, DeSmet, 80-53. Lyman battles with Viborg-Hurley all the way. I think they'll be kind of wishing they had some missed opportunities back and maybe were able to maintain possessions a little bit better. But Viborg-Hurley, I think when we look at the stats, we'll see the rebounding that is the biggest difference in this game, and that's why Viborg-Hurley wins it by 8, 53-45. Cougars led at all quarter stops. It was nip and tuck throughout that first quarter, 11-9 at the end of one. Throughout the first half, we should say, it was 22-21. Viborg-Hurley led by just one. Lyman scored the first basket of the second half. They took a 23-22 lead. Viborg-Hurley got the next one. They're back in front. That actually was our last lead change. Lyman had just a couple of brief leads. One in the first quarter, one early in the third. But a 6-point game at the end of 35-29. Viborg-Hurley then outscores Lyman 18-16 in the fourth quarter, and they win at 53-45 in this one. We'll start with the shooting stats for the winning squad. Viborg-Hurley 16 of 46 in the ball game. That's less than 30%, as it turns out, if I'm looking at the percentages correctly. Not, it is 29%. But then three of 16 from long range. They did not have their best game. Viborg-Hurley's got to be feeling very fortunate that they didn't play their best game, and they are still moving on into the semifinals in this one. 18 of 29, though, from the free throw line. Is that possible? No, 16 of 18. And that doesn't seem possible. I've got them for 12 for 18. Sometimes I just don't work out right here with these official stats. Actually, it is 18 of 29 is what they have them with, but 12 of 18 in the second half. That's what it was. All right. Okay. I'm catching up. Just go with the stats, Brian. 18 of 29 from the free throw line go the Cougars, as they got there quite a lot more than the Raiders did. And Viborg-Hurley is led in scoring by Grady Sherman with 19 points, Hayden Gilbert with 14. And again, he hit some big free throws in the fourth quarter in one-on-one situations. Just a guy that struggled all season long from the free throw line, but he stepped up big and hit 7 out of 9 from the stripe today. So 19 for Sherman, 14 for Gilbert. Next in line, 8 points for Carter Gust. They get 6 from Grant Mickelson on the strength of a couple of threes. Eli Baumgarten, a double-digit scorer per game on the season, is held to just 5. And then Angel Johnson had 1 point. Blake Schroedermeyer, nope, just Johnson with 1 point. That rounds out the scoring at 53. For the Lyman Raiders, 18 out of 45 in the game is 40%, but from long range, 5 out of 16. From the free throw line, a little to be desired right there, 4 out of 11 in this game. Lyman will be led in scoring by Sam McClanahan with 11 points. Stockton McClanahan comes in with 10, and then Toby Estes with 9. So 11, 10, 9, and then 8 for the top 4 scorers. Cruz Garnis will check in with 8 points. Tyson Floyd has 5, and off the bench, Declan Cleveland with 2 for Lyman. 53-45, they fall. So again, Lyman shoots just under 41%. Viborg-Hurley shoots under 30%. But Viborg-Hurley wins this game. Why? Because of 17 offensive rebounds and the second chance points that really tell the story in this game. Viborg-Hurley out-rebounds Lyman 44-26, but offensively 17-4 on the offensive glass. And most of that being done by Grady Sherman. 10 offensive boards, 17 rebounds total to go with his 19 points, and that's pretty good stuff right there. Also rebounding, 8, Grant Mickelson for Viborg-Hurley. Lyman is led in rebounding with 6 by Toby Estes and 5 from Stockton McClanahan. So rebounding does tell the story. That is why coaches say it's keys to success, especially on the offensive glass. Looking for potential stats here for second chance points. Lyman's biggest lead was 4 at 9-5. Viborg-Hurley led 50-38 with 1:01 to go. Final margin was 8. And I don't have second chance points from what I'm looking at right here, but that would tell a big part of the story. But that, again, is why Viborg-Hurley's field goal percentage was a little bit down. They got more opportunities because of all of the offensive rebounds. But your final, Lyman loses 53-45. Turnovers, Lyman was 17. Viborg-Hurley did have 19, so it wasn't the cleanest ball game played. Lyman had an 8-7 advantage in the assist column, with 3 of those coming from Sam McClanahan for the Raiders. But again, just not enough on this first round loss for the Raiders. They'll take on Lower Brule 12 o'clock noon. 2 KPLO teams here on KPLO tomorrow. White River still to come tonight as they'll play the 3 versus 6 game. 7:45 the anticipated tip-off time on that one, and we will be on the air with that one at about 7:20 or so with White River and Del Rapids St. Mary's tonight. But again, that game going to be on KGFX AM, 1060 AM, 107.1 FM, or on the KGFX page of drgnews.com or the DRG News app for White River fans who need to be aware of that. We won't have them on KPLO because the Chamberlain Cubs will draw precedence, and they'll have we'll have Chamberlain and Sioux Valley here on KPLO tonight. And they tip off at 7:30. Darren Boyle with the call on that one. Still got more to come here in the postgame, but we've got a player of the game to announce. Don't forget, on your way to and from South Dakota High School sports or wherever you're traveling this spring season upcoming, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us all to slow down, stay alert, and don't veer for deer. From the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. CHS River Plains has a player of the game announcement coming up. We'll hear from them, and we'll be back with more of this post-game show as Lyman falls on KPLO.
Your local cooperative has a new name. CHS Northern Plains and CHS Midwest Cooperative have joined together to better serve you under the new name CHS River Plains. You gain more options and more value with access to global markets and a powerful supply chain. And you can do more every day using inputs delivered by a team who knows what you need when you need it. Visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in today and let us help you own every day.
CHS River Plains giving us player of the game. If we were to do this non-locally, I think our player of the game choice would be an easy one with 19 points, 17 rebounds. Grady Sherman was the real deal today. Hayden Gilbert with a good 14-point effort as well. But scoring balanced for Lyman. Unfortunately, there just wasn't enough of it. Sam McClanahan leads with 11 points. Stockton McClanahan with 10. Once again, Toby Estes with 9, Cruz Garnos with 8. Nobody was really able to step up in this game and kind of take the bull by the horns offensively. I really thought the best effort on offense for my money today came from Stockton McClanahan, and actually when he had a three-pointer in the third quarter, it looked like Lyman was going to be getting right back into this. But every time you thought Lyman had an opportunity to get some momentum in this game, there'd be mistakes, there'd be missed shots, inability to get rebounds, things like that, and it just wasn't the Raiders' day in this one. They definitely, I think, could leave this game feeling like they should have, certainly could have, but maybe should have won this game. But that's basketball for you, and there's a lot of good teams. There are no bad teams in the state tournament, and things that don't work in your favor, probably because you're playing a really good basketball team, better than most teams you've played over the course of the entire season. But Stockton McClanahan going to be today's player of the game. We'll get him a T-shirt noting his accomplishments from CHS Midwest Cooperative, CHS now River Plains, for being today's player of the game for the Lyman Raiders. However, in the loss, 53-45, Viborg-Hurley with the win. So let's take a final 60-second break. We'll update scores, we'll update brackets, we'll take a look, and we'll get you set up for what's to come tonight. After this final 1-minute timeout, you're listening to the State B on KPLO.
Cash is king at the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule. Speed drawings are happening this Saturday. Every 15 minutes from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., win $100 cash, with 2 random winners receiving $250 cash. Enjoy a 10-ounce mouth-watering prime rib in the restaurant for only $15. This Saturday, there will be $2,000 given away to 17 winners, with drawings every 15 minutes from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino, where we can't wait to see you.
As you clear that last patch of snow from your driveway, breathe in that crisp, rejuvenating winter air before you throw yourself into a monstrous snow pile and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Shriek for tide-turning reversals, whoop at game-winning threes, and gasp in awe at a perfect back walkover. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Back to finish off our Prairie Post Agtegra post-game show. 53-45, Viborg-Hurley defeating Lyman. Taking a look at the Class B bracket, it will be Lyman and Lower Brule at 12 o'clock tomorrow. 12 o'clock noon, of course, and we'll have that for you right here on KPLO. We'll start with an 11:40 pregame on KPLO tomorrow. First semifinal game tomorrow is set at 5 o'clock. It'll be number 1 DeSmet against the number 4 seed Viborg-Hurley. But 2 more games coming up tonight, starting at 5. It'll be number 2 seed Canastota against number 7 Aberdeen Christian. And then our third game today, coming back tonight at 7:45 with the opening tip. We'll be on the air again just at about 7:20 as the third-seeded White River Tigers, qualifying for their 16th straight state tournament, take on number 6 in the bracket, Del Rapids St. Mary. But the Cardinals have a win over the Tigers early this season, so we'll see what White River can do when we have that game for you again on KGFX AM coming up later on tonight. In the Class A bracket, March Madness reared its ugly head as Del Rapids, or shall we say beautiful head, as Del Rapids knocks off the top seed and previously unbeaten Vermilion 53-52. There was a three-pointer hit at the buzzer, as we understand, to win that game for the Couriers. So they're into the semifinals. They'll take on Sioux Falls Christian. Christian leads all the way as they defeat St. Thomas More 58-47. So Vermilion against Tommy Moore at 12 o'clock tomorrow in the consolation bracket. Del Rapids and Sioux Falls Christian at 5 in the semifinals. Tonight, two area teams going at it. Number 7, Winter, takes on number 2, Dakota Valley. Good luck to the Warriors in that one. And then our game, as we mentioned, number 6 seed Chamberlain taking on number 3 Sioux Valley, 7:10 with the pregame. Darren Boyle on that one coming up tonight here on KPLO-FM. In the Class AA rank, Sioux Falls, Washington outlast Aberdeen Central today, the 1 seed over the 9, 56-53, and still early in as they're behind our pace. After 1 quarter of play, O'Gorman leads Harrisburg just 15-4 in that one. And my money right now has O'Gorman winning that tournament from what we've seen from O'Gorman in the last couple of weeks and, over the course of the second half of the season. But I guess we'll find out. Tonight at 5 o'clock in Rapid City, that's 5 Mountain, 6 Central, Yankton takes on Mitchell, the number 2 against number 7, and then 3-6 has Sioux Falls Roosevelt going up against Brandon Valley. There's a look at your brackets, and that'll do it with our afternoon doubleheader here. Lower Brule falling to DeSmet. Lyman in this one losing 53-45 to Viborg-Hurley. We are driven by the Office of Highway Safety. You're listening to the State Beat Boys Basketball Tournament, 94.5 KPLO-FM, Reliance and Chamberlain, 100.5 K263AW Pier in Fort Pierre, as you drive sober or you get pulled over from the Office of Highway Safety. Live streaming as well through drgnews.com. All of our broadcasts will be available for on-demand playback, audio only, on the KPLO link or the station-specific links of drgnews.com. Our thanks to John Neff for running the show back in studio. Our big thanks to our sponsors who are giving us the opportunity to bring state tournament basketball to you through KPLO and the stations of DRG Media Group. Until we speak with you again at 7:20 this afternoon, our game broadcast has been sponsored by Golden Buffalo Casino, First Dakota National Bank in Chamberlain, by Ree Brothers, Chamberlain Ready Mix, and Oasis Pump and Pack, Riverview Chevrolet Buick and Marine, by C&B Operations of Chamberlain and KPI Insurance. Tonight's game also brought to you by Rumen Ag, Kennebec Telephone, Halverson Oil, BJ's Food Center, Dakota Land Birdseed, Dakota Prairie Bank, and the Coffee Cup Truck Stop of Vivian, with announcements throughout from the South Dakota High School Activities Association, video sponsor, or audio stream sponsor in this case, sponsored by Kimball Livestock Exchange at drgnews.com. The DRG News app, also brought to you by Golden Buffalo Casino, Lower Brule. Game brought to you within the broadcast by the Pottsville State Farm Insurance Agency, by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, May Adam Law Office in Pierre, by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Riverview Chevrolet and Buick, Jet Lanes and Presho, Ray Hybrid Seeds, Prairie Post Agtegra, and by CHS River Plains and Darren Boyle Sales in Fort Pierre. Your final Darren Boyle Sales scoreboard in game number 2, Viborg-Hurley 53 and Lyman 45. Again, till we speak with you at about 7:20 on KGFX tonight, we wish you all a good Thursday afternoon from the State B on KPLO.